Welcome to your ride today. Today's ride is a little bit of a different approach. Today's ride is just 100% to Alzheimer's awareness. Today is the day across the United States that they are doing a cycling ride for Alzheimer's. So I thought, why not do it on my channel as well? So, welcome to your Alzheimer's awareness ride. I'm wearing my purple towel, purple cup, because you know that's the color. So throughout the ride, there's going to be different kinds of music. Like right now, this music is 40 hertz gamma wave frequency, which is being studied right now to help people with Alzheimer's and their cognitive ability. So throughout the ride, I'm going to just tell you some stats on Alzheimer's. I'm going to share with you the reason why I chose to do this. I'm going to share with you an artist that I've been in contact with who was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. So just lock in for 40 minutes. There's going to be a lot of talking. I do have a script because there's so many stats that I want to share with you. There's no way that I would be able to remember them. Let's go ahead, get to a 5. And just start warming up your body. Just like with every ride, even when the music is like this, we still have to warm up. So let's talk about our form. Your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Your core is nice and tight. Your pedal stroke, you're pushing down through your heels and you're driving it back up. Your cadence is just nice and steady. So let's go ahead. Set your intention. Why did you show up? Maybe you showed up because you have somebody in your life that was or is affected by this disease. Did you know that this disease, there is over 6.9 million people in America that have been diagnosed with this disease? That is 1 in 3 senior citizens. I am confident that if you're watching this ride, you know someone who has this disease or someone in your family has had this disease. And if you haven't witnessed it firsthand, it is very debilitating to that person and you as a caretaker. So when I was listening to music, we're going to go into our very first true song, working out. Will you keep it back where it was, honey? Because I'm not, yeah. Thank you. So let's get to it. You're at a 6. We are just going to do a tempo ride right now. We're going to come up to 3rd and we're going to push. But early in the mornings, when I'm getting ready, I'm always listening to different music. And I found this artist, and his name is Todd Merzon. And I loved his music. Lo and behold, he was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at the age of 57. So, this ride, I was going to use his playlist, but we had to take an alternative route. So I have linked his channel in this ride. Let's get ready to come to 3rd. Let's push. When you're at 3rd, you're hinged at the hips. The name of this song is called Feelings. And most people, when they are truly taken over by the disease, sit. Their feelings are gone. I mean, they still might have feelings. They might cry, but they could be crying for some reason that makes no sense. But rather than rationalizing with them, just let them have their moment. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. We lived this firsthand with my mom. When we were taking care of her, she would have these random thoughts, random things. We're coming up to third. Let's go. Push it. While we are up here at third, pushing, and you're starting to get winded, let's think of the amount of people who are out there that are taking care of the affected people. How exhausted they are. Let's sit. Their memories may fade, but their love and your love for them will never. Let's get to a 9. My biggest recommendation, if you have suspicion that one of your loved ones could have an early onset, get a baseline. That is the best thing that we did for my mom. We're doing rolling hills. Go to the left. Flush out your legs right now. We are riding with intention, riding with purpose. Go back to that 9. Did you know that Alzheimer's is the 5th leading cause of death for adults over the age of 65? That is someone's parent, someone's partner, their spouse, their friend, the person that you love is still in that body. Even when the disease is at 100%, go to the left. They might not recognize you, but they're still your family. They're still your loved one. Support them. Get back to that 9. The last couple of months with my mom and her, she was never diagnosed with Alzheimer's, but she was diagnosed with a brain disease and probably dementia. But for my birthday, she didn't remember it. How crushing was that? 2 months later, pick up your pace. She couldn't even recognize who her twin grandsons were to wish them a happy birthday. Go to the left. Flush them out. So when I say that it is debilitating, that is the only word that I can come up with. Early diagnosis. It is so important. Pull it off. Get back to that 9. Okay, so right here, this is part of like that 40 hertz gamma wave music therapy. To us, it sounds like white noise. To us, it sounds like background noise. Most of us put white noise on or background noise on. Just keep this gear and just pedal. I'm just going to talk while we're sleeping. You see a lot of moms, dads pushing strollers with the white noise machine hanging to block out the noise so their babies can sleep. Well, that is what this music is being studied and researched right now. They are thinking that the use of this 40 hertz gamma wave frequency music does something with the cognitive parts of our brain, where it's not allowing like these like calcium deposits that's what I'm thinking of. It's not allowing the calcium deposits to like formulate in their brains. But music is huge. Your loved one might not know who you are. They might not know what they're eating for breakfast. But you turn on some music from their generation, that sticks with them in their brain, and they are going to be able to just sing it like there's no tomorrow. And we sat there and we were like, how can she remember these like lyrics? But it just sits there. And this is what Todd did in his music. He used this 40 hertz gamma wave frequency in his music because he wanted to let people know, like, I hear you, I'm with you, you're not alone. Let's get to an 8. We're going to do little power pushes. So I've been talking about this man, Todd. I've never met Todd. We've only just connected through TikTok. And like I said, he was diagnosed early onset at the age of 57. You're getting ready to push. And one quote that he said is, Alzheimer's is a disease of the brain and not the heart. So when the diagnosis tries to take away their memories, push. The human heart is going to fight back with everything it has. So we are going to take that same meaning onto our bike right now. We have heavy resistance on. We are pushing through the exhaustion. Let it go. We're not going to empty the tank completely because we still have several songs to go. You're getting ready to push it again. So if you're a caretaker, what can you do? Push. You can show them empathy rather than frustration. And I know firsthand it is so hard. We can validate feelings instead of dismissing them. We can help families learn different kind of communication strategies. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Just have that steady pace. Pedal with that purpose right now. You are stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. Pull back your pace. So what I'm going to try to start doing is having that 40 hertz gamma wave frequency on throughout my day, just to stimulate that cognitive movement. It is so important to keep your brain engaged. All right, this just is like, I always said with my mom, with the things that would come out of her mouth, I wish I could do this. Peek inside her mind. We're going to come up to third. Let's go. We're getting ready to sit. Let's sit. Get to a 9. Steady pace underneath you. Drive down, pull it up. When you're going through the journey of being a caregiver or just walking by someone who has this disease, we are often grieving the small losses. Pull back your pace. The small losses that we're losing before the big loss. It doesn't make that big loss any easier. Push. So if you are a caretaker, if you have a caretaker, support them. Bring them a cup of coffee. Pull back your pace. Get to that 10. We're coming up to third. We're going to push at third. Let's go. Your support and being there for them is more important than the perfect words that you're trying to find to say. Let's sit. Drop it to a 6. So here's another little song of that 40 hertz gamma wave frequency music. And like I was saying, this type of music is being studied for the potential support of cognitive functioning. Early research shows promise in reducing the amyloid buildup, which is like those calcium buildup deposits that clogs certain areas of the brain, clogs those areas so the neurons can't fire. I feel so smart talking about this. Even though I have like a cheat sheet, I've read it and read about it so much that it's like the words are just kind of like coming. Yes, I am looking at my notes up there, but I want to make sure that I'm giving you factual information. 6.9 million of Americans with this disease. I mean, that's how many have been diagnosed. What about the ones who are going undiagnosed? Give it a half a turn. Like I was telling you earlier, music is one thing. It is one of the most profound tools that we have against cognitive decline. We always had music on, regardless if it was familiar music or unfamiliar music. It could be music like this. At this time, I didn't know anything about this particular gamma hertz and how effective it could be. We just did it. But long after memories fade, musical memory remains deeply rooted in a person's body, deeply rooted in their brain. And it lights up those neural networks between both hemispheres and you're going to be amazing. We can continue to support our loved ones, but what about the researchers that are out there doing all the research for us? You can donate money, you can volunteer your time, you can participate in Alzheimer's walks, Alzheimer's rides, like you're doing today. Right now, connect to that why. Connect to that reason why you pushed play. All right, let's get up to an 8. Or a 9, says mine. Hi, Maverick. We're dog sitting. So this one is called Together We Can. And that is exactly what we can do. Nobody needs to walk through this disease alone. Community is everything. Community support is what people need most. They need to know that they are not going through this alone. And whatever you can do to help that person, you have no idea how much they are going to appreciate that. So we are going to do a progressive climb. I said get to an 8. Mine went to a 9. Wherever you are, we have a steady pace underneath us right now. We are going to just be gradually increasing our gear. So how can you get involved? There are so many different ways. You could volunteer in a assisted living facility. You could look to see if maybe someone in your church needs help. If your loved one is on hospice, or what was the other one? Palliative care. Add the gear. They have volunteers, especially through hospice. I don't know with palliative care, but they have volunteers that will come and sit with you just to give you a break, just a mental break. You could leave the house for a couple hours. You could have an adult conversation that actually makes sense. Pick up your pace. Use your resources. If you know someone that is in that position of being a caretaker, send them a little gift anonymously. They don't need to know it's from you. Just let them know that they are doing a great job. They are exhausting so much of their energy into a certain loved one or a certain person. Let them know that you see what they're doing and how amazing they are and that you appreciate them. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. What would you need? Stay committed to the journey. We are almost to the end of it. All right, let's get to a 10. We are doing a seated climb at 10. It is heavy. Mine actually says an 11. I'm not touching it, but I want you to get as close to a 10 as you possibly can. A lot of people think that when people age, when people get old, Alzheimer's or dementia is just part of it. Well, I mean, what's your definition of old? Todd was 57 when he got his early diagnosis. I mean, that's still fairly young. Like, he has a whole life ahead of him to battle through this disease. It is not a normal part of just getting old. It is destroying brain cells. While it's destroying brain cells, it's killing relationships because the person forgets how to interact with people. The things that they're saying make no sense. So many times, Mom would wake up and she would pack a bag and ask when we were taking her home. She was home. She was living with us. But we could not get it through her head, and I hate to say it like that, but we couldn't get her to understand that she was home. If I would have known what I know now, which we learned a lot through the journey, because it was what, 6 years? It was 6 years. But through those 6 years, like, had she done it later on when I knew more, I probably would have just taken her out of the house, driven her around my neighborhood, pulled back into my driveway, and told her she was home. And she would have been super content. Just keep pushing through this climb. If you are a friend and you're like you are a friend of a friend and their loved one has it, be understanding to them. When maybe you want to go out and grab dinner or go grab coffee or something and they can't because they're being a caretaker, bring the coffee and dinner to them. We have to become flexible. We have to become understanding. And those little small things mean so much, I promise. All right, let's drop it to a 7. We're going back to the gamma wave frequencies, and that's where we are right now. So according to research, the 40 hertz stimulation has shown promise in early studies. Research is advancing faster than ever. So I can only imagine what is going to happen in the next 3 to 10 years with what they're studying with this music. So just throughout this one, we just have gear on us. Mine shows an 8. And you just have a steady, controlled pace where we are just thinking about everything that we've learned. Continue to encourage the caregivers around you. If you are the caregiver, encourage your loved one. Just continue to tell them how amazing that they are and how much you love them. It just will make you feel better. And obviously, when someone tells you that they love you, it makes the other person feel better too, especially if it's a heartfelt, love. I love you. A caregiver, their hands, their time is so consumed with that patient, with their patient. Ask how you can support them. Can you come over and cook some meals for them? Can you take their loved one to a doctor's appointment? What can you do to alleviate some of the pressure that they are holding on them right now? Just stop and think about it. I mean, It's almost like when it gets into those last few, like those last stages, it's almost like you're taking care of a baby or a toddler. And I hate to say it that way, but that's exactly how we felt. Like we had to put different locks on our doors. We had to put oven things on. I mean, there were so many other things that we had to do for the safety of my mom. All right, this is the adrenaline push. Pick up your pace. If you are not at an 8, let's get there. We also had to hide the door keys because she could very easily walk outside. Let's get to a 9. Alzheimer's is going to steal the memories from your loved ones, but it is not going to steal the love that they have. I promise you. Up to 3rd. Just find that beat. Push. It is an adrenaline push right now. Just let your adrenaline come in and drive this. We are almost at the tail end of this workout. Let's finish it strong. Keep going. Awareness is the biggest thing for people. The patient has a fear of stigma. My mom did. Sit. Find that beat. And the more aware that we can make our community, the less people are going to judge. Out to 3rd. Start building it. Pick up your pace. Don't let up. You are tired. I am tired. But let's push through it. Can you go faster? Four, 3, 2, 1. Sit. Stay here till the end. Steady pedal stroke. Pick it up. Finish it strong. Max effort right now. Don't give up. If your loved one was sitting in front of you right now, you would tell them, don't give up on yourself. Eat your words. Don't give up on yourself. Pull it off. You should be at a 9. We are going to do a final power push. Ringing in my head. This kind of made me cackle when I saw this song. Because with Mom, she always said there was like a ringing in her head. And always asked if we could hear it. Push. Right now, you are riding for hope. You are riding for awareness. And you are riding for change. Pull it off. Every single person affected by this disease, every single voice matters. Every single action that we can take to support them, it matters. Pick up your pace. Be that person that always shows up. Pull it back. Be that person. Start building it. That always does those check-ins. Push. Do you need anything? Hey, thinking about you. Can I do anything for you? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, no, we're good, but thank you, because they don't want to feel like they're burdening you. But there's going to be that one time, pull it off, that you reach out and they are going to take you up on it. And it is going to mean so much to you and them. Pick it up. Get into a community. Get into a community that cares for people. Send those random text messages to your people. Pull it off. Let them know. Maybe you said a prayer for them that day. For strength, peace, whatever it is. Those little gestures go such a long way. Let's get to a 5. We are at the end of it. We are just cooling down. Just get your breath back. Just take a minute. Think of someone that you know that is or has been affected by this disease. 1 in 3 seniors die with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. Like I said, my mom was never formally diagnosed with dementia, but she did have a neurological disease, and it shut her system down. But there are no regrets from myself or my husband, my 3 kids who stepped in. We were her 5 caretakers, and I wouldn't change one thing about it. She had an army of people with her church that stepped in and took care of us. And I know that I'm talking a lot about my mom, but that's really my firsthand experience. My aunt lost her mom to Alzheimer's and is involved in the Alzheimer's chapter in Michigan. My kids' dad lost my kids lost their grandfather from this disease, and it was horrific for his wife to have to go through. But when you have that support system behind you, letting them know that they are not in this together makes a mound of difference. And if you are that caretaker, taking care of a loved one like I did for my mom, I hope that your spouse is as wonderful as my spouse was taking care of her. Because I don't know that I would have, I'm going to get emotional. I don't know that I would have gotten through what we got through if he wouldn't have been by my side. I always said my dad was my rock, and he was taken from me in 2015. Had Damien not been by me to go through this, I don't know how my 3 kids and I would have done it. We would have done it, don't get me wrong. But he was amazing. And I hope that you have a Damien beside you. I hope it's not the same one, but you're amazing, and you need to know that. All right, I'm regrouped. So this ride, was dedicated not only to the caretakers, the loved ones who are battling this debilitating disease, but also, Todd, I said I was doing a ride for you, so this is for you. Your music, your heart, and your courage to continue to inspire others who are fighting this disease is amazing. I am linking his Spotify list below so you can listen to the music that he has produced. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today for this ride. I know it was a different one, but sometimes we just have to do things differently, and we have to be okay with that. Change sometimes is okay. Make sure you push play again tomorrow. Until then, peace out.